Hi and welcome to today's online class, and we are going to learn eggless sponges. The first one today we are learning is a vanilla cake sponge, eggless vanilla cake sponge. So tools we need is a whisk, measuring tools, a sieve, a mixing bowl and a spatula. No electric beater, no special ingredient, no special tools required, and a cake tin. I have just line the tin with a parchment paper. We'll keep this aside. And ingredients we have yogurt, that is 135 grams yogurt, 56 grams butter, 30 ml oil, 225 grams of all-purpose flour, that is maida, 225 grams of sugar, that's granulated sugar, baking powder, baking soda and vanilla essence. And we also need a kitchen scale. Here on this side I am heating up milk, which is 150 ml milk. Because we need warm milk. And on the side I will start creaming my yogurt and sugar. We need to cream the yogurt and sugar until the sugar particles are like quite smaller. We don't make sure that it gets dissolved because we are going to add warm milk to it, so it will automatically get dissolved. To this we are going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. My milk is already warm now, it's quite hot. We need melted butter, so we are just adding the butter to milk and it will automatically melt with the heat of the milk. And we also add the oil. I'll just keep this on the side and allow it to cool down. We need warm milk and not hot milk. And let's continue to cream this. Now I am mixing my all-purpose flour and baking powder and baking soda. So the baking powder that I need is 1/4 and half, which is 3/4. And exactly half we need the baking soda. So instead of half and 1/4, we are going to take 1/4 and 1/8. once your mixture is creamed and the milk mixture and the milk and butter mixture is warm, we will combine all of them. So we always start with dry and then it's wet, dry, wet and dry. So we end it with the dry and we started with the dry as well. This will be added in three portions. And the last addition of the all-purpose flour. We will not overmix this batter. We don't want any gluten to be built up, and we are just going to mix it until you see all the flour has been dissolved. I mean, it's mixed. Just give it a last whisk in case if there is any of the dry flour that is sticking to the bottom, and that's how your consistency will be. It's not a very runny batter, but it's not very thick as well. This batch gives me good 800 grams of cake for making a 1 kg cake. You can half or double up the recipe as per your requirement. Now you're going to put it in the pan which is lined with the parchment on the bottom. My oven is already preheating on 160 degrees Celsius. I am only adding half to this pan because this is a 6-inch pan. And I'm going to make half kg cake. So which is 400 grams goes in this pan because this batter gives 800 grams. Just tap it and now it's ready to go. So now the cakes are baked, and I've baked half the other batch in a microwave safe bowl. This is a glass bowl. This microwave cake took me around 6 minutes, okay, and this was baked at 160 degree temperature with both rods on in the OTG oven, that's oven toaster griller, and it took me around 45 minutes. So I'll just demold them and we'll just cut, and I'll show you the texture how it is for both of them. So the microwave cake, since it's rising very faster and it took only 6 minutes to bake, it has a very spongy and a very lighter crumb compared to the one that we have baked in the oven. So these are the two different textured, basically, because the one that we made in the oven will be a little denser cake but will have good crumb, and this one will be a very lighter cake because it's baked faster, so the rising is more like quicker, faster, so it has more bubbles, like big bubbles in it. So we'll just cut and I'll show you the texture. We'll cut this one. So this has a very tighter crumb comparatively to this, and it's still hot. So if you see, this is the difference between the texture. This is from the oven and it's still hot, so just wait for the cakes to cool down. This is in the microwave.